The Morning Sprint, brought to you by Stop and Go.
It's 6:51, time for the Morning Sprint as we get you out the door with the most local news to start your Friday. We start with breaking news into the Channel 3000 Alert Center overnight. Madison police are investigating multiple calls from people reporting shots fired on the city's west side. Officers found shell casings just after midnight along Russet Road near Whitney Way. Police are still talking to people who live along that stretch, but so far there are no reports of damage or injuries this morning. More breaking news nationally this morning. Representative Rashida Tlaib will be allowed to go to Israel now after previously being banned by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The country's interior ministry is allowing her in to visit her elderly grandmother in the West Bank. Tlaib and Congresswoman Ilhan Omar were banned from entering the country just yesterday. Representative Omar is still banned from going as of this morning. North Korea is firing more projectiles into the sea, extending a recent streak of weapons tests believed to be aimed at pressuring the U.S. over slow nuclear diplomacy. Negotiations are expected to start back up sometime after the end of joint U.S.-South Korea military drills later this month. And for the 8th year in a row, you will see men and women in uniform standing on top of local Dunkin Donuts locations today. It's the annual Cup on a Rooftop fundraiser. You're taking a live look at it right now. The event raises money for Special Olympics of Wisconsin. In return for officers taking time at their restaurants, Dunkin Donuts donates $5,000 to the law enforcement torch run. In addition, every person who visits a Cup on a Rooftop location and makes a donation gets a free donut coupon. You can also try today's new donut, the special glazed red and white ring depicting Special Olympics Wisconsin's colors. Cough on a Rooftop runs from 6 until 11 this morning. You can find a full list of participating locations over on channel3000.com.
Time to stop waiting for permission from the NRA. Enough is enough.
Governor Evers and Democrats are calling for lawmakers to take up gun control measures, but Republican leaders say that's not likely to happen. Democrats introduced a bill yesterday that would expand background checks on gun sales. Republican leaders say they do not support universal background checks, but they do want to expand mental health resources. We now know that the man who opened fire on a crowded bar district in Dayton, Ohio, had cocaine in his system. The county coroner says anti-anxiety medication and alcohol were also found in his system. The shooter, who was wearing a bulletproof vest, was shot at least 24 times by police.
We're seeing some showers through the northern part of the area this morning. A lot of this has been mainly north and west of Madison, but back towards the south and west, we've got a couple more showers developing. Those have the potential to impact the immediate metro area a little bit later on. We'll see those temperatures around 70 by lunchtime. The showers will start to turn off at that point. Look for highs this afternoon around 78 degrees.
Thank you very much, Chris. This summer hasn't just felt like the hottest ever. It actually has been. Following the hottest June on record, July is now officially the hottest month on record since record-keeping began 140 years ago. Experts say the average global temperature last month was 1.71 degrees above the 20th century average.
The jury found the defendant, Wayne Murphy, guilty of causing great bodily harm.
A semi-truck driver from Indiana is awaiting his sentence this morning after a jury found Wayne Murphy guilty on all 46 counts for crashing his truck into a school bus full of kids over in Columbia County. Officers say the 43-year-old was driving under the influence of medication. 20 people were injured, 5 of them seriously.
It's our job as a society, it was my job as a juror to really dig deep and look for the truth.
A juror who helped decide the not guilty verdict in former Badger Quintez Cephas's trial is talking about how they came to that decision. Kelly Angsberg is one of the 12 jurors in that sexual assault case who decided the outcome in less than an hour. She says it's not a task the jury took lightly, and even though the decision might have been quick, the process was thorough. Law enforcement across the state will be ramping up their efforts to prevent drunk driving for the rest of the month. Hundreds more patrol cars will be out on the roads for longer hours. That starts today and runs through Labor Day. If you need a way to get home after having too much to drink, you can download the DOT's Drive Sober app to find a ride or take advantage of the Tavern League's Safe Ride program.
I thought there's just way too many missed ops out there.
The Packers are coming off a pretty big loss to the Ravens last night. They couldn't get much going without Aaron Rodgers or Aaron Jones. The Ravens led 13-6 at halftime, and a fumble by rookie Dexter Williams led the Ravens to a touchdown. The final score, 26-13. The now 1-1 Packers in the preseason play next Thursday against the Oakland Raiders in Canada. All right, 6:56 your time now. Let's turn it over to Jason Stone with a look at your Friday First Alert traffic. Hi, Jason.
Good morning. All's clear on the Beltline at the moment. No problems anywhere slowing traffic down coming into the city. Looking at downtown, small backups on John Nolan, North Shore, and the Capitol Square starting to get busier, but still no real jams happening anywhere on the Isthmus. Overall, drive times are around normal speeds for this time of day and no delays holding you up. With First Alert Traffic, I'm Jason Ryan.
Thank you very much, Jason. Have a good weekend.
You too.
And of course, we're seeing the cloud cover increase. Rain now falling at the Madison Airport. That's brought our temperature down towards 64 degrees. A lot of the area still dry, though, but I do think we're starting to see at least a water drop or two there on the Edgewater Skycam. We'll see those chances for showers going through lunchtime before starting to see some sunshine later on this afternoon. Look for highs right around 78.
Looking forward to that sunshine.